everything. Sorry about that, guys. Had a little technical difficulty joining up today.
Testing, 1, 2.
Just had to restart the computer, but we're doing all right. Welcome, as usual. We're just letting people join up here before we get into it. Gonna find it on my phone here. Here we go. Sorry about that. Taking a screenshot. There we go. Today we're going to be talking mini nationals coming up. Well, we call it basically tomorrow.
That's right.
If you're watching today, it's Wednesday, but tomorrow we're going to officially call it Thursday to Sunday mini nationals.
That's right. Might as well.
At this point,
it's a 4-day show.
So as people join up here today, is we're just going to go over the schedule and then briefly touch on what is to come after the mini nationals, just so we're all on the same page. But we'll get more into that next week. But again, this week mostly just a little schedule rundown and what to expect and what we got going on here at the shop. Welcome, guys. Thanks for joining. Yeah, I guess we'll get into it here. So tomorrow's Thursday. Thursday is generally a regular mini club racing night.
Right.
As of right now, we just have it marked as a practice day. Reason being is Bradley is coming tomorrow for the painting at 3 o'clock, I believe. I would encourage you probably to come a little earlier. That's going to be on the back track. We got tarp to roll out and stuff like that. He's coming down to set that up and talk about painting. We weren't really sure how long that was going to run for because it's the first time we've done anything like it. So we're just going to leave the front track open for practice, and then they're going to be doing the thing in the back, and then we'll see what develops as far as as racing goes. We're not really sure, but we're just going to call it a practice for now. If something else comes up and we want to race, then we might do that. So that's Thursday, tomorrow. And then moving into Friday. Friday is going to be a practice day. No 10th scale racing on the track. It's going to be set up for minis. And then they're going to be doing the go-karting Friday night at 7, I believe.
So I guess we're shutting down at 7?
Yeah, so we're going to be shutting it down a little early. So the mini nats, just practice, I guess, Friday for the mini nats until 7, and they're going go-karting at Pioneer Valley Karting.
So the official layout will be officially down tomorrow?
We're going to run the same layout. It's just we're going to turn those couple jumps into tabletops,
right.
So they're a little easier for the stock classes. But it'll be the same layout we have here. And then getting right into it, Saturday. Saturday will be the first 2 rounds of qualifying.
On the big track.
Not sure the official start time. I'll have to double check with Dean, but I would imagine he wants to kick it off earlier than normal, probably like I'm going to say 10 o'clock start.
Right.
I would double check in on that. But I know last year we started a bit early because the turnout was there was quite a few heats last year.
Yeah, there was a lot.
So doors will open probably about 8 o'clock or so, I would assume, and then we'll probably kick it off or try to kick it off around 10. That's the first 2 rounds of qualifying, and then that's the on-road portion, the rally cars on the back track. And then Sunday will be a round of qualifying with all the main events, and then the oval portion with the 1RC cars on the back track. So
very, very busy, both tracks.
Both tracks busy, both days. We have enough prizes, I believe, to do both days. So if you can't make one or the other, chances are you'll still end up with something here. I think Dean wants to give the majority of the ready-to-run kits away Saturday with the intentions of being able to use them at least either Saturday afternoon or Sunday. Right. So I think most of those things will be given away on Saturday. So if you're looking to get into that, then I would attend both days. But like I said, something both days because I've still got 2 more things that just showed up today.
Right.
So that's the current plan. If you have any questions, mark them down. Oh, and then the rock crawling portion as well. Saturday rock crawling classes as well.
Wow.
The 24 scale, 18 scale. They're going to be running that up front for all the rock crawling guys.
So pretty much we're going to cover all the acreage inside, like every piece
and
of
probably
flooring.
then some.
Yeah.
And there'll be some prizes for the rock crawling crew too.
Wow, that's cool too.
Yeah, there's rock crawlers over there, axial stuff. They have their own giveaway stuff too, a couple little trailers.
Wow.
So there's plenty of stuff for that as well, which I again would assume would be given away Saturday because that's when the rock crawling is going on.
Right.
So make sure if you have any questions here, if I miss anything, make sure you throw a comment down. We'll get to it in a minute when I scroll back up through. I think that pretty much covers it all for the mini nets weekend schedule there. Did I miss anything?
Yeah. No, the timing and everything, just making sure if we do open at 8, will we still open early on Sunday too?
I would assume that would be more based on turnout, but
Okay.
I also don't see why not either.
Okay.
We might as well. I'm assuming the turnout is going to be
consecutive.
pretty impressive anyway. So
Yeah.
I don't have a problem getting here at 8. So
Yeah.
might as well just come.
McDonald's is open, so.
McDonald's is open. Get some coffee.
Dun 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 dun.
Hey, we're not
We're not straight
sponsored.
through audio. Wait a second.
Uh,
They're gonna cut it.
I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. It just
circle back through the comments after, but
definitely tomorrow is going to be like you're going to feel it in the air. You're going to feel it in the atmosphere. It's a different animal, you know. Mini invasion is going to be alive and well, and
the painting thing should be interesting to check out.
It should
tomorrow.
be because I've never heard that anywhere else. Like I've never heard.
I'm gonna probably tune in a little bit myself just to see what's going on.
That's wild. I mean, just to know something, just to.
Yeah,
I'm always dabbling a little bit. I've always wanted to get into it. Now that I have my own man cave, I want to. Besides just the fluorescent yellow, you know,
little painting down there.
Yeah, just or maybe mask the window areas, you know, and
learn how to put on window masks.
I mean,
I don't know.
And we're gonna get this tutorial from one of the best painters in the RC industry. I mean, not only in the industry of painting, but just he paints a lot of everything. And his work is amazing. His fine line and everything. It's incredible. It's incredible.
He's definitely the guy to learn from.
He's a painter and a gentleman. I'm telling you, good stuff. Can't wait.
And then that's pretty much the mini nets weekend coming up.
Absolutely, 4 days of
Thursday to Sunday, mini nets action. And
then after that, it's
to briefly touch onto that. We switch gears.
Hopefully with the weather and everything.
The Dirt Opener is the next weekend. Back to back in it here. Mini Nationals, then the Dirt Opener. A-scale track. The current plan is to get that spruced up and going next week. It's going to be a busy week next week trying to get it going. This week, Mother Nature not working too well in our favor.
So are we shooting not for that Friday, but that Sunday?
For what?
A week from Sunday for the opener? Or
Sunday.
Okay, so we're not even looking at anything else.
Sunday is the main day here.
The main day.
I can't make any promises for any other days just because we only have the week to work on it and stuff like that. So shooting for Sunday is the main day for the season opener.
Yeah.
That's going to be a good day, long day. Hopefully it's nice out. Appears to be. I think this week is getting all the rain out of the way. So hopefully,
I think by Sunday they're looking at 67, sunny.
Yeah, so that's going to be a long day. We'll probably end up starting earlier on that day as well. Try to really kick it off before 11. Probably.
Yeah, about that.
No, before that probably at least. I think we started at like 9:30, 10 last year just because of the large turnout. It's usually 2 rounds in a main, based it off turnout, but that's usually what it is because it's usually pretty heavy on the turnout. At least I'm hoping, but I know we got a lot of local talk, so should be good. But we'll talk a little bit more about that next week.
Next week, yeah.
And then moving on from dirt, we're going to do switching into our summer program. So that's going to be closing at 8 on Saturdays because we're not going to run the oval anymore, and then switching the on-road program Tuesday nights to Thursday night.
Thursday night, right.
So Thursday night will be Thursday night asphalt racing. I hope to set that track up this week as well if all goes to plan.
TTO2 and Mini Z?
TTO2 outside and Mini Zs will be set up on the carpet. I hope to have both of those tracks set up this week while Justin's doing the dirt. So hopefully just a full transition week here. And then we'll go back to Nash Truck Oval racing on Tuesday nights. And then Tuesday night 10 scale will continue throughout the summer. So there'll always be a night for 10 scale racing because some guys don't like to do minis or 8 scale or this. They just like the 10 scale carpet. So we keep that going all year, which I don't have a problem with.
Right.
And then That's pretty much it. And then we're riding that schedule for summer.
Okay, so we're doing also Saturday on road outside.
I'd like to do Saturday on road outside if we can get enough following for that.
The weather will.
The track will be out there. I don't see why we can't run it.
Yeah.
And then we have a couple paved oval races already pre-scheduled for Saturdays. I don't know when the first one is. I think next month. I don't know that I made one this month.
Yeah, next month on the 5th, we got the TCS race. That's usually, and that's going to be a big weekend because the TCS race, I think, is on Sunday with an official practice club race on Saturday.
Yeah.
So it should be a big weekend.
Yeah, we'll probably use that race to kind of kick off the Saturday program for that.
Cool.
Because it's still a little chilly here and there, but hopefully we'll see what the weather brings next week. I know it's a little cold now, but
yeah, absolutely.
I think the weather's going to take a turn after this for the better.
Yeah, and then it gets even better too light-wise because it stays lighter.
Yeah.
Later.
Yeah, that's pretty much we got here. Big weekend coming up, and big weekend after that, and then we're off and running for our summer schedule.
Yeah, schedule. Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm going to take a look here, see if we got any questions. It's over here. What's up?
We appreciate the support, guys. You guys checking in and showing us the love. If you have any questions, anything regarding as we continue to move forward, I know there's a big weekend or a big 4-day weekend of this, and it brings in a different spec of racers too. A lot of people might take some time off from their 10 scale to make the transition to either 8 scale or maybe get a turf buggy ready. We understand the downtime might be a good time to go over equipment and.
Oh, that's a good question. The pizza party, I was supposed to mention that before, Chris. The pizza party Friday night was supposed to be this Friday night, but since the mini nats and the go-kart stuff, we have postponed it to the following Friday.
So a week from Friday?
Yeah, a week from Friday. Still doing pizza party night, but that's going to be next.
Is it because you're closing out the series?
No, yeah, that closes out the Friday night series for that, but that's going to be next Friday night. So just before dirt. We're hitting the crawler on the road. Mini Z's Thursday night. Mini Z's, yep. Make sure the wheelchair lift works. I will. Guess I'll go double check the wheelchair lift. Hopefully it works. Let's see why not. But access, I haven't tested it all winter. I'll double check that. Make sure the batteries are working on that.
Are we talking about for the 8 scale?
Yeah, the chairlift outside. For those of you watching, we do have a handicap wheelchair lift outside for the driver's stand, so don't be discouraged. Shorten the oval for 1RC. I don't know if we're running a shorter oval. They've been going pretty good on the full length oval, to be honest with you.
Somebody did mention that to me, I think it was last week, but I didn't really give it thought because I'm so used to them getting sprinkled in there or
I don't really care if we run it on a shorter oval, but I don't know that it's necessary to run it on a shorter oval.
I guess we'll go over it with Dean, but
suppose if they set the track up and it's the same for everybody, then it doesn't really matter with the length of it.
Yeah, that's true because everybody's going to...
Yeah, if you want to run a shorter one, bring it up and I'll bring it up that day, I suppose. We can always take a
of course
6-foot piece of click track out and shorten the thing up.
Right.
It doesn't take much of a notice. Oval is one of the easiest layouts to change. How's the parts supply, Mini B, Mini T? It's pretty good for us. There are some of the TLR hop-ups and stuff have been on back order, and it looks like they're marked until after the mini nats. Unfortunately, some like the sway bar kits. There was one other major piece too. I can't remember, but I know the sway bar kits was one of them. As far as and the turnbuckles, Mini B turnbuckles, those were out of stock. That's another thing that we were having a little trouble getting.
Really?
And a lot of the stuff is marked for April 11th, which is just after our race. So we have a decent amount of stock, but there's a few key pieces that are just nobody can get. We have some pieces because we've taken some cars apart and bagged them up, but if we all start breaking the same thing, we might run into a little trouble, but it is what it is. That's from Horizon. That's not supplying that. Not us, so we'll do what we can there, but all in all, pretty good parts selection. We do race these on a weekly basis, so it's not like we had to stock up just for this. I've already stocked up on stuff. I know that we just got a whole box of tires and stuff in too, so that should be fine. What else? Will be too small. Oh, the short and the oval, that's right. Some of the guys want to run the Losi cars. Speaking of which, we just got some of the Hack Fab Mini B oval conversion kits in, so you can convert your Mini B to a sprint car. And Hack Fab sent us a sprint car and a, I don't know, it's not a Mud Boss, it's a, I don't know, late model car, maybe, I think they call it.
Yeah, like a flattened...
Yeah, it's kind of a flat looking
little
car.
wedge thing.
Wait
a second, you can, with the Mini B, like with Sprint Boss?
I should have grabbed them and brought them down.
Dude, that is freaking awesome. I think I might do that instead of doing the box stock.
They sent us 2 of them to put on display that look like they race them because they're new. But they look pretty cool. But we did get some of the conversion kits for the Mini Bs.
They come painted?
No, it's just a clear body. The ones they sent are painted, but they look like they're somebody's cars that they raced. But you can check it out because we have them on display in the shop.
Dude, how cool is that, man?
Yeah, so those are our plan to run on the oval. So that does make sense for the shorter oval. I don't know how it would affect those. So that's a good question. So probably full length oval if we were running those.
You know what? That's a good question. You know what?
Because they're a decent bit bigger than the 1RC cars.
Right.
Because they are made with a Mini B, which is technically 16th scale, but it does stretch them and make them a good bit wider. So it's almost like a 14th scale.
Right.
And so it's a decent size.
I gotta check that out before I leave.
Yeah, I'll probably end up leaving it the way it is because, we've been racing them full length oval the whole time already, and they're
with the
having a
mini
pretty
crowd
good time.
And with the oval guys and
LC Truggy parts. Not sure about any LC Truggy parts. What do we got over there? Can't wait for A-Skill. What's up? Is that the name of your shop? What do you mean? What does that mean? What do you think that means?
he has us on Facebook. I mean on YouTube.
I think so. The name of our shop is RC Madness.
RC Madness, yeah.
The stream is Madness Live. The outside races live stream. Something that I'm working on. The problem I have with streaming the dirt races is the track is so large that I can't catch the whole track with the camera. And the only way we can do that is if the camera is 30 feet in the air.
Pointing to us.
But the problem is with that is that the cameras, there's 2 problems. One, the cameras aren't weatherproof, so I can't leave them up once I go screw it up on a pole, and to climb up on a pole every time we want to stream. Not my favorite thing to do. But besides that is I have to run a cable from the camera to my laptop in order to stream.
Oh man.
And it's a bit of a run, and you can only run so much USB cable before it just doesn't work anymore. But if anybody's got any good ideas about how I can capture the whole racetrack, other than somebody standing up there, filming it like the mod guys, which is cool, but a little bit undoable when we're having a busy weekend for us. I'm all ears for an answer for that, because I would like to stream them, and I streamed a few last year, but it was only like a third of the track in the middle because that's all I could capture with the camera, which is cool, but
you can't really
follow the race.
You can't get it off the edge of the driver's stand and feed it into the clubhouse, like kind of like
it. Just I couldn't get the whole track.
Yeah,
I just couldn't only get a portion of it.
And it doesn't look away. You just do
And then we tried it with like our fisheye lens, and it just looked like really, like distorted, and I could never. I did mess with it for a little while with equipment I have, and I was gonna order some stuff to make it work, but I didn't really know what to get otherwise. But I would like to stream more of the A-Scale stuff because I know you guys want to watch it, and I don't mind putting it up.
Right.
But I need a better way to film it.
Right.
We're gonna work on that.
Yeah.
I've been talking with a couple of guys about it, so. The drone, I have done it with the drone. The problem is you can't fly a drone for 7 hours while we're racing.
Right.
Yeah.
I was about to just say the drone, but it's going to be in bits and pieces. What do you just film, like some of the mains?
Yeah, that's the trouble. I do take some drone footage, but the drone is twofold. One, mine doesn't capture audio, so you have to put music or something over it. And two, it flies for 20 minutes at a time.
Right.
Which is cool and a decent amount of flight time, but we race from, 11 to 7.
Yeah.
It's not really feasible.
Right.
But that is how far away you need to be, is basically with a drone. The tripod cameras at soccer. Well, the problem is that the tripod cameras is not the problem. It's somebody to run the camera to follow the racing. We needed to get the whole track. Like inside, I just set it up statically to watch the whole racetrack, which you'll
Right.
see this weekend because I'll have the mini Nats live.
Right.
And it captures the whole racetrack. With a camera on top of the driver's stand, somebody's going to have to move it around. I tried two cameras with the split screen.
Right.
I did try that. The trouble was the aspect ratio. So you watch everything in 16:9. When you put two cameras together, it becomes super long, like this.
Right.
And it doesn't like to mesh together very well. So I did try two cameras as well. I did try that, but you can't get the
I've seen
aspect quite right.
In my old racetrack, I remember him setting up two cameras where it only followed the leader, and it basically took the room of a half a track and a half a track. So whenever the leader went to the second half of the track, then it went to that camera. It took the whole entire screen, and then as soon as it got out of that area and it went down the straightaway to get to the other camera again, then it filmed only that section, but it just followed the leader.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what software you would have used for that.
I'll ask. I'll ask, but it was really cool, and
I'd be interested in that.
It was level too. It was.
We close at 7 on Wednesdays. But I think that's about all we got for today.
Yeah.
Mini Nats this weekend. Busy weekend. Thursday
We'll have
to
a lot
Sunday.
to talk about next week for sure.
Next week, switching to the dirt program. Week after that, we got turf, and then the week after that, we got on-road outside.
That's right.
So
And that's getting towards already to the end of the month.
busy month of April leading into
Absolutely.
May, and
Yeah.
then we're off and running with our summer schedule.
Right.
That's it.
And then hopefully
Winter's over.
weather would just be key and get everybody out of the house. And
Yeah. Now, appreciate you guys
really do.
watching. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Hit the little heart button. I don't know what that does, but I think it's good for us. And
the rest of you, just check out the action this weekend. If you're in town, if you're gonna come and participate, thank you so much. It's gonna be epic. This is the 4th annual.
yeah,
I remember the very first one we did. It was insane. It was insane. And
it's
it just
pretty
keeps on getting bigger and bigger. Dean is just this is his baby, and he makes sure that the industry knows that we're doing a big party for it.
Yeah.
And we have a nice turnout of drivers that come every week to race leading up to this big event. And the fact that the last month or so we were running a legitimate oval program with the oval guys. And
Lord.
you know what? Rubber tires, out of the box. You guys are going in circles. You're putting in your time, the effort, and they were a lot of fun to watch. I can't wait for this weekend. It's going to be great. There's going to be a lot to do. Come check it out.
It's going to be good.
And just continue to support us. And we're going to try to do our best behind the scenes to give you the best show.
Yeah. Appreciate you guys.
so
Thanks
thank
for
you.
watching. We will see you all again next week with a recap.